From the Sterkfontein Dam in the Free State will be released into the Vaal Dam from today. The dam outside Harrismith will prevent the Vaal Dam's level from dropping below 25%. The operation is set to begin in about an hour's time. The Department of Water and Sanitation says the dwindling Vaal Dam is forcing it to dip into its water reserves. The Vaal Dam is Gauteng's major water supply. The Sterkfontein Dam is the province's last line of defence against taps running dry. The reserve dam was opened more than 36 years ago. Water restrictions have been tightened in a number of municipalities amid the persistent drought. And for more on the release of water from the Sterkfontein Dam, we cross live to Hasina Gori. She is there. Hasina, a very, very good morning to you. With the release of the water expected, I suppose the big question is what impact is it going to have on the Vaal Dam? How much is it going to assist?
A very good morning to you, Leanne. We're here in Sterkfontein pumping station on the border of Free State and KwaZulu-Natal. And what is expected is that the Sterkfontein Dam will be open. The sluice gates will be open at about 9 o'clock. And the water will trickle from here to the Nuwe Harrismith and then into Wilge River. And then finally into the Vaal Dam, where it will then come into the Gauteng residents' taps. What is expected is that the water will trickle down today. It'll be quite low. You wouldn't really be able to notice it. That's what we've been informed. But by tomorrow, it will pick up in volume. This is to ensure that there's no flooding as the water goes through the different communities. And the Department of Water and Sanitation says that the water will continue to flow from the Sterkfontein Dam, which is currently sitting at about 91%, between 90 and 91% at the moment. And it will flow for the next month from here into the Vaal Dam, which is just below 30%. They're hoping, I think if I remember the stats correctly, they're at about 26% today, and they're hoping that this doesn't drop below 25%. Also, what they're expecting is that rainfall will then, pick up as we go into the new year, and this will help build up our reserves again, and also help the Vaal Dam to pick up its number, because it does supply most of Gauteng. It supplies our economy as well as mainly our residential areas in Gauteng.
You know, it's a dire situation here in Gauteng. I live in Gauteng along with a lot of the crew and people that work here. Obviously, we're broadcasting from this province. However, a lot of people on Twitter and a lot of people have been complaining that the area that Sterkfontein is around, they are even in a worse situation that we in Gauteng are. Have you spoken to the Department of Water Affairs? I mean, supplying water to Gauteng when the area around there is in dire circumstances. How are they addressing these problems?
They said that this supply is being used specifically for Vaal Dam at the moment. We haven't had time to engage them really specifically on Sterkfontein, but it is the complaints that we have heard from farmers around this community who are saying that they were told that they need to not use this water for agriculture, and they need that within their community. So we're hoping to look to the Department of Water and Sanitation and ask them what are they going to be implementing and how are they going to be assisting those that are in this area, and what's being done for them specifically.
Yeah, obviously, Hasina, we're all being urged to save water. It doesn't matter where you are in the country. There's rules in place, different stages that have been put in place. Again, just to emphasize some of those things, some of the things that people have been urged to do in order to try and alleviate this, the dire situation. What are they? I mean, what are we being told at this stage?
Mm-hmm. The Department of Water and Sanitation has been trying to cut consumption by about 15%. Some of the provinces, they are helping, and communities are working with them. But the problem in Gauteng at the moment is that the consumption levels are not lowering. Some of the things that people are being urged to do is not to water gardens, during daylight hours, not to fill swimming pools, not to put on their sprinkler services, their irrigation services, to cut down showers by about 2 minutes. The Department of Water has a very nifty gadget that you use. It's like a little sand globe that you put into your bathroom, and once the sand has gone through this little timer, you know that you're spending too much of time in the shower and that you're wasting water. They're also looking for ways to use, for people to use their grey water, so water from your toilet, for gardening and for other non-perishable or non-eating and consumable actions. So, using different ways, just bring down our water, to not use it sparingly, and to try and just close the taps, make sure there's no leakages and ensure that we're saving every single drop that we can.
All right, Hasina Gori, let's leave it there for this morning. Hasina is there at Sterkfontein Dam in the Free State, and you're going to see this morning at around about 9 o'clock that's going to be opened, and the dam is going to release some water into the Vaal Dam to alleviate the situation in Gauteng, where water shortages are absolutely of dire situation and of concern to everybody here, with the levels in the Vaal Dam dropping to very, very critical levels.